happen, you're not getting the intrusion of the cold air. You need that jet stream to make that dip to the south to allow some of that colder air to come on down. It's not happening. So what is happening? We're seeing these departures from average, the numbers on the right, anywhere from 10 to 20 degrees above the average. That's today. Places like Des Moines, Green Bay, Chicago, all about 10 to 15 degrees above the average. Chicago, that means your high today, 43 degrees. It continues tomorrow for you, Chicago. Louisville, 14 degrees above your average, that's 55 degrees. Let's kind of do the flip side and just kind of show you how abnormal this is and how extreme it is. Imagine these numbers were negative and we're talking about below average temperatures. Places like Nashville, you're above average by 23 degrees. If it were below, could you handle a week of temps into the 30s and the 40s? And in some cases, further to the north, you're talking about highs into the single digits and the teens. It'd be pretty brutal. But you are on the warmer side. For Friday, 69 in Nashville, Atlanta at 69. There will be so many areas that will be pushing that 70-degree mark. Little Rock, you're exceeding at 71 degrees. It's hard to imagine that a couple weeks ago, we were talking about blizzard warnings in portions of Arkansas. So now we're talking about the heat. Let's show you the next couple days in and around Chicago. Notice the high temperatures on the right. You're climbing up into the mid-50s by Saturday. But notice the low temperatures. Those are close to or above average if it were the high temperature, but they're low temperatures. So even on the low end, we're kind of off the charts, abnormally warm. Even in and through Cleveland, your high temperatures approaching 60 degrees on Saturday, and those low temperatures into the 20s and the 30s. Atlanta in the same boat. It's going to feel pretty good, but you've got temperatures into the lower 70s. That is way above average this time of year in Atlanta. Your highs are generally into the mid-50s. The pattern is going to change up by later in the next week. You can see a complete change up with that cold air dipping south next week. Mike?